Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2024-25 Hartman's Basketball Media Day. I'm your Hart correspondent, Rich Linden. We are rolling along. We have incredible coaches. I've got a coach and a player right now I'm excited to talk to from MidAmerica Nazarene Pioneers. I've got head coach Adam Hepker and Brooks Langer. Brooks, coach, how are you guys doing today?
Man, we're doing great, Rich. Fired up to be on with you.
I can't believe the season is starting. It doesn't seem possible. The summer flew by, the fall has flown by. Before we really get into basketball, I want to start with you, Coach. Back in August, I think it was, at the Hart Summit, Mid-American Nazarene University was awarded their first Hart Commissioners Cup in program history as the top athletics department in the Hart. That's huge. How much did that mean to you, to the alumni, to the current players?
Yeah, it's a big deal, Rich. I think it speaks to our administration at MidAmerica with our president, how he emphasizes being excellent in sports, and then trickles down to our AD, Todd Garrett. And Todd does a really good job of hiring really good coaches and getting out of their way. And across the board, our sports had a ton of success. And as competitive as our league is, to be the school that has the most success is a giant deal. So we're proud of it. We've been repping that award, and but also at the same time, Rich, understand that it's a new year and we've all got work to do here and try to do it again.
Starts all over, but yes, huge conference. Congratulations to you. So let's start right now with this guy sitting to your right. Introduce us to Brooks. Tell us a little bit about him and what he means to the team.
Yeah, Brooks is a senior guard for us, one of two seniors who's been with us for 4 years. He is a program guy, Rich, who's everything we want in a pioneer. He's high character, he's skilled, he's smart, he's tough. He's had to wait his turn behind some really, really good players here for 3 years, and not everybody is willing to do that. And while he's waited, he has worked, and he's going to that's going to pay off for him this year in his senior year, and not just in basketball in a performance standpoint, Rich, but he's emerging as our best leader. He's vocal for us. He's very poised. We hear his voice every single day in practice. Obviously we're expecting a lot from him on the court, but also like intangibles. We're expecting a lot from Brooks in that way as well. So he's a local kid from Harrisonville, Missouri. He's the son of a high school coach. Coaches' kids are different. They see the game differently. Brooks kind of sees it from my lens, maybe than more than a typical player because he has grown up under a coach. And I'm excited to have one more year with Brooks here.
I love it. Well, Brooks, let's talk about you a little bit. Obviously, from Harrisonville Wildcat. I graduated from Ray Peck, but we won't talk about that. We'll talk about that rivalry. Um, what brought you to Mid-American Nazarene? And tell me about your journey and what it means to you to play for Coach Epker.
So, from a young age, I grew up going to the Rocky Lamar fundamentally driven basketball camps, and my brother played here for 4 years. So, that's had a huge impact on me. And my recruiting process was just kind of, I want to go to Mid-America. I want to do the same thing my brother did. I want to play for Coach Lamar. And I've been lucky enough to play for an awesome coach too, and Coach Hepker. Mid-America has been a place for me to not only grow as a player, but I've really grown in my faith here, and I've really learned to understand what a relationship with Jesus can do for you. So this is the place to do it, and I'm happy that I've been able to do it for 4 years.
This is it, man. Tell us about the Cook Center, man. How's it feel when you walk in? What's game day like? Because I know Pioneer fans. I've heard them over the years.
Yeah, I mean, when I see other teams walk into our gym, they, their eyes pop. We have an awesome facility, and they notice it, and they, constantly make comments like, "Man, this is a sweet gym. This is a different environment. We haven't seen this." Most of the teams in our league, I feel like, play in much smaller gyms, and it's we get a Cook Center whistle here sometimes. So I think
Hey, now.
teams come in expecting to. They try to give us their best shot, and we're always prepared for it. So
Love that. Coach, entering into, is this year 3?
Yes, sir.
Already? Wow, man. How proud of you are you of this program? And has anything jumped out so far about this year's team? Any particular player or just the system?
Yeah, to answer your first question, Rich, I'm very proud. I mean, this is my alma mater. This is where I played. I played for Coach Lamar. We inherited our staff a really great thing from Coach Lamar, and we are intentional on a daily basis of stewarding this program because the expectation here is to win, but to win in a certain way. And that's what we strive to do on a daily basis. So I'm incredibly proud to be the head coach of this program and be the head coach of this group. I have labeled this group, and so have other coaches that have seen us practice and scrimmaged us, as smart and tough. Incredibly high IQ group. The ball and body movement is impressive, and they are a tough group. There's not a lot that phases these guys, which for 18 to 23-year-olds is unusual because usually the smallest of things phases an 18 to 23-year-old. And so they're trying to figure out, and I feel like they already understand at a high level what's a big deal and what's not. It's just a possession, it's just a missed shot, it's just a turnover, and man, this group is on to the next play. So it's been a lot. Our practices there's a lot of juice in our practices, and we've had a bunch of high school staffs watching us practice that have nothing but good things to say about how these guys compete, but compete in the right way and compete forward, never backwards. So we've had 23 or 24 practices, and man, other than a couple, Rich, they have been on point.
Wow. Well, you're talking about Coach Lamar. What's that mean to you as a played for him, coached with him? How has his influence shaped what you're doing now, MidAmerica Nazarene?
Yeah, it's all over this program, but primarily it's the relationships that he developed. Like, we coach people first, Rich, and I think coaches forget that a lot. None of the schemes, the X's and O's, the practice plan we put together is going to work unless Brooks and the other 15 guys trust me. And that's something we're still working on because it's early in the year. Like, that does not happen overnight, but that's what Lamar did so well. Like,
Yeah.
coaches these days are light years ahead in maybe their competence, maybe technology, things like that. But where a lot of coaches are behind these days is the understanding that they coach people, they coach young men, and I'm not going to get Brooks's effort and maximize his performance unless he believes in me and I believe in him. And so that's what we're working really, really hard to do. And that's entirely Coach Lamar's philosophy that I carry on to this day.
That's amazing. Well, Brooks, I'm going to kick it to you then. You as upperclassmen, leadership, how do you cultivate that with your team? Do you guys do things when you're off the court, not in practice, not in games? How do you carry on those principles?
Yeah, I feel like Coach Hepker has done a really good job of recruiting guys that fit, our mold and our program. I feel like, especially with our returners, I'm incredibly close with them. These are the guys that, I want to be friends for life with. We do a ton of stuff off the court, whether it's, golfing or, just hanging out. We probably spend a little too much time golfing, but, this is a group that I'm really excited to continue growing with. And we've done a good job of bringing in guys that, care about what we're trying to do here and are all in.
I love it. Coach, do you have any updates on your Hart offensive and defensive player of the year from last year, Anthony Brown? How's he
Yeah.
doing? Where's he playing? What's going on with him?
Yep. Anthony is in Luxembourg right now playing professionally. I actually texted him this morning. I haven't heard back. He's ghosting me right now, although it's probably 6 or 7 hours ahead. He's playing with another American kid from Iowa who I'm familiar with, Jake Hilmer. So I know he's got some help there. And it sounds like he's being challenged to emerge as a little bit of a leader for that program. So as you would imagine, he's playing professionally, and AB, as we call him around here, will have an opportunity to do that for a long time because of his skill set. So he's doing great.
So that culture, that pioneer way, it continues. It keeps paying it forward, all,
Yeah.
all into professional basketball. Brooks, last quick question. Do you have a favorite NBA player?
LeBron James all the way.
LeBron, all the way. Okay, good. I just had to throw it out there for the record, man. Had to throw it out there for the record. Well, I'm super energized, sparked for basketball to start, man. I can't wait to see MidAmerica Nazarene in action. Good luck the rest of the season. Let's go.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.